Let's say you just came home with a really killer new pair of speakers, maybe a pair of bookshelf speakers or something like these orbs. You want to build a small little system. You don't want to build a gigantic surround system. You don't need an AV receiver. What you need is a small little digital amp. This is the Grace Digital Bluetooth digital amp, and although we've looked at lots of little digital amps in the past, this one shows the most amount of promise. Let me show you why. So here's what's in the box. You've got the amp there, nice compact size. No power brick, but this wall wart is going to take up a lot of space. Make sure you've got room for that. An auxiliary cable for wired operation, an antenna for the Bluetooth adapter, we'll talk about that in a moment, and a remote control. All right, let's take a look at the front of this thing. First of all, I'm noticing we've got bass, treble, balance controls. We have an auxiliary input as well as the Bluetooth input. Really nice volume dial. Solid power switch. You know, this is what differentiates this particular amp from the others I've seen. Metallic casing, high quality parts. Let's flip it around on the back and you'll see, same deal. All gold-plated binding posts. We could use banana plugs here if we wanted to. There is a line out in case you wanted to connect this to a larger system and use the wireless functionality. Because the case is metal, we're going to need to use an external antenna, and that's what this is for. You just screw this guy on and then erect the antenna as you see fit. And it looks like it's got a USB port for charging a device as well. I really like the inclusion of the remote here. You know, with Bluetooth devices, you're thinking, why would I need a remote? But let's say that you've got your device charging on this thing and you want to walk away. This provides all of the functions that you're going to need to control from afar, and it looks like it's got several different EQ settings that you can play around with as well. So first thing I need to tell you right now is that if you're going to bother to go with this amp, you need to get banana plugs. We really appreciate that these aren't those crappy plastic spring clips on the back, but these binding posts are really difficult to deal with. As for general feel, I think that this is a well-built little digital amp. The only thing I wish it had was some kind of a subwoofer output, but maybe that's asking too much. I like that you have bass, treble, and balance control, and that you can do it either from the remote or from the unit itself. Also, it's interesting, you can turn this volume dial all you want, but it's only going to go up to a certain point. It's best to kind of max that out and adjust the volume with your device, I think. Can't say a whole lot more than that until we've had a chance to test this out with a number of different speakers and really get a feel for it. First impressions are good, and we look forward to checking this out some more.